Today we have the honor of chatting with Alex and Scott of the band Karin Comes Killing, discussing their latest release, The Crooked Place. I hope you enjoy.
Wonderful. There you are. Up again. I'm not technical.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
get your glasses on, old man.
Seriously.
Yeah.
My coffee inch thick already.
Dang.
It's incredible.
Peepers.
So
Thanks
I
for doing
obviously, yeah, of course, of course, of course. Thank you guys for being willing to. I appreciate it. It's been cool being able to work with people that I have known for a while. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to talk about the origins of Karen Comes Killing, but oh, are you guys still there?
Mhm.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
it
hopefully.
paused. It paused for a second. But I was laughing when I was thinking about talking to you later today, Scott, because we've known each other for what, like 20 years or something, probably at this point.
Yeah. About 20, I would say.
And me and yours origin story, I got so wrong my this whole 20 years up until I think it was the last time I saw you that now I feel like I've like blipped into an alternate reality because that was like my how I knew for sure I knew you for
Through
20
Henry.
years to where now I'm like how I don't even know how I met you or when I met you now at this point.
It's got to be shows.
Oh, for sure. I think it was through Merlin, but I was just I mean, I've told Hendrix the whole time, him growing up. Oh yeah, I met Scott through your dad. So
You're
Alex, I don't know if you know this, but this whole time I thought I met Scott through through Hendrix's dad, my ex-husband. And this last time I brought it up to him, I don't know why I've never brought it up all these other years. And he's like, I have no idea who that is. And I'm like,
now I feel like I know
what?
the guy.
Yeah. Just
It
when you.
was
Oh yeah. Thanks so much for. Mm.
Oh my gosh. But let's go way, way back. Karen Comes Killing. Uh origin story, how you guys started. You guys have been going for a long time. I know Alex, you're the newer guy on the in the block, but yeah, tell me something about it.
So I guess it kind of started. I wrote a poem a long time ago called The Character, and it was about a female serial killer. Because, like, in film, there's not a lot of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I'd written this poem and kind of dismissed it or whatever. And then I was at work, and my friend came up to me and she took a call, like a call center. She took a call from the family who was calling in to close the account. He had passed away, and her name was literally Karen Comes Killing. So she was Native American,
Weird.
which ties in with Merlin. You know, but she was Native American. That's kind of fits the name, I guess. But she wrote it down. She goes, "This is a great band name." And I put it like in my desk drawer and forgot about it. And then my our old bass player Steiny, I was with him in a band called Midline Forever.
Mhm.
Uh, we were wanting to do heavier music, and I called him from work and I said, "Dude, do you want to be in a band about a female serial killer and we'll just write crazy stories about her?" And he said, "Yep." And so that's how it started. And then we just kind of picked our players and luckily got them. Like, we've been friends with Merlin, I don't know, 30 years.
Yeah.
And so they were, number one. And then our singer Dave came on board with us, and then we did a bunch of stuff. But fast forward, I was a neither here nor there, but I was a bad opiate addict for about 10 years, like terrible. And so I went and got sober, praise God, and got out of that. And I had to leave the band for a while. And then I came back. A mutual friend of everybody's had passed away named Pepper. And we all went to his service and had to get together. And we talked about reforming with Dave and Richie and Merlin and me and Steiny. And then that started. We started writing. And then Dave had to leave for personal reasons.
Hmm.
So we just kept writing and writing and writing and writing. And during COVID, actually, I was, because nobody was practicing, nobody was jamming. There was no
Yeah.
shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking on, the Aaron Michaels, he does the photos.
Oh, huh.
He had a page called Music Monday. No, was it
His
208
Music Mondays.
Music Mondays at that time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize I haven't been seeing that lately. He must have gotten rid of that.
Yeah, this was a while ago, and then
Yeah.
like during COVID, and I was just looking through bands and checking out bands and singers, and I came across this guy.
Our
was like,
videos worked out.
Who is that guy? What is he doing? Because he's in a band called Roses Are Dead. And
Mm-hmm.
Brown, is that Brown?
Yeah.
And the vocals are amazing on it. I mean, completely.
Yep.
Full. And then I said, so I gave him my pitch. So do you want to? I'm writing this story about a female serial killer who's only surviving victim and his whole story. He's like, yeah, I'll come over and check it out. And I said, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Just come check it out. And he came over and I said, well, this part of the song we were auditioning people with is Karin speaking. And she's kind of nasty, of course, because serial killer and all that. And he goes, do you want me to sing it like, and just jumped right into character. And I was just cracking up because it was so awesome. So he was our singer immediately.
Yeah, it was funny. I didn't have like, I guess, I don't know. I think I've told you I didn't have the intentions of joining another band.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. Like I like jamming with people though, so I was like, I'll come check it out. Like, yeah, sure.
It was weird enough. You're like, what?
Yeah, well, I walk in the door and he hands me this script. That's like, how many pages is it?
Like, I don't know, 10, 15 pages.
It might be more than that, man. It's
Oh
pretty.
my gosh.
He hands me this script and it's like all the lyrics and then like also kind of a screenplay. Like it's got like step by step, like what's happening in this song and then next frame or whatever.
Yeah.
He hands me the script and they play some of the songs and it all like fit. Like I could hear it in my head, like the vocals.
Immediately.
It's like, okay, like, shoot, I think I'm joining another band. Like, it was so funny. Then, we just playing them. That's cool.
It's cool. Well, the first time I ever saw you, Alex, was with Roses Are Dead, and I don't think at that point I knew anything about the band, and I can't even remember what show it was, but floored. You already know. Yeah, I've already told you. You're definitely one of my favorite vocalists. I was just absolutely floored. So I love that you guys have connected and are going on this adventure together. Have you ever thought, Scott, about doing like a book or like a comic book or something about this crazy character?
On our first record, we actually got a comic book offer, but it wasn't an own everything kind of thing. So we did. But we do it with the artwork and on the website at KarenComesKilling.com, you can actually read the stories we've written. But we don't have any plans right now to do anything like that. But just right now, we're starting a new project. And it's because the last thing we wrote was called The Crooked Place. And the whole album was a narrative from beginning to end, like one full story. And this time, we're not going to do that.
Oh,
We're
no.
I don't know, rush moving pictures where each song is its own little story, which every song is its own little story. But when you're writing attention of like we have our boards this way, but we have 12 songs and 15 songs on the board to write, and we've got 3 done, but they're under the Karin. It's more sci-fi. Like the first song is called Gamer, and that's about a drone pilot who has to deal with moral consequences of it not being ones and zeros and there's actually people. You know what I mean?
Oh, interesting.
Second song, Liminal, is about a robot who's taking care of a patient and has to unplug him at some point because he's in a coma. And then the robot goes through the 5 stages of grief.
Oh,
And
humanizing the robots.
it's kind of fun to write, though.
I'll bet.
Because we did it in like a 2-part in that song. I've been watching a lot of old Twilight Zone episodes. So like the first half is kind of a narrator, Rod Serling vibe. And then the second half is the robot coming to terms of his patient and friend passing away and then going through that grief. And then also realizing that after this is done, he's going to be decommissioned. So he's got,
Gosh.
well, but no, we get weird. We worked on this last night. I got here like 7:30 and they were like, what time is this? 10:30.
Yeah, we're like, oh, okay.
But we got good work done.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then we got another song. Our drummer, Richie's father, passed away a couple years ago. And we wrote a song for him. So, and then you'll love this. We're going to the studio in January and we're gonna do a cover of Faith No More song and record it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, can you tell me which one? Are you gonna?
So it's the real thing.
Awesome, awesome.
So I know
Oh,
you love Patton. So
I'm wearing a Faith No More shirt right now.
is that Angel Dust?
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a fan. That's so cool. So I didn't know all of this. This is what's so cool about being able to do this is being able to pick back layers that I didn't even know about, even though I've seen you guys a million times. So do you do the lyrics then, Scott, since you're like the storyteller?
Um, Dave and I did on the first record,
Okay.
The Crooked Place. I did what? You
Probably.
wrote some, like
Yeah,
a little bit,
I'll pitch in, you know. I don't.
but this go around, what's cool about this is we have a new bass player as well, Sean Paget Mesto, and we haven't all written together ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's what's cool is it's kind of a new thing with him and I writing a lot together, and Richie is so good at arranging. And him and Alex were in here last week working on a timbali deal for
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
missing and stuff. So everybody's right. We're all writing together. It's pretty awesome. So last night I contributed a lot to the lyrics and the phrasing of everything. I guess I'm the instigator.
He
If that's
doesn't.
a good way to put it.
He doesn't want to say he writes the lyrics, but like he
lyrics.
writes the biggest chunk of them. Like I'll pitch in a bit. My biggest thing is I try to match a melody that I hear in my head for my vocal part, and
hmm.
got with like syllables. And I'll be like, I need like 4 lines, 8 to 10 syllables each. And if you can fit them in there, and if I have an idea, like I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
But he's good at just he likes to do it,
I do like
and
to do
words kind of they can get me mad. So if he'll do it, it's great.
but he'll also allow me to, write a song about a robot going through grief.
Hey, oh my gosh, yeah. No, you gotta work on your robot voice now, Alex. We already know you have a lot of voices in there. Let's see if we can get that voice out of you.
Somehow,
Under the chorus, do you remember Prince on like When Doves Cry? He goes, "How can you just," that monotone?
yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna steal some of that chorus so it sounds.
Dude, that's awesome. I should probably know this, but are you a big time reader then, Scott? Is that or is it just
No, I like to read. I'm more. I spend time with films,
okay?
books, but yeah, I do read.
Cool.
Especially mostly, I just watch a bunch of movies and stuff. I love it.
And then you just let your brain go with it. So this last album that just came out is a concept album then, but this next one isn't necessarily going to be a concept one. It's just going to be like you said, individual kind of stories. But it already sounds like you said it has a sci-fi, although probably not so much with Richie's father.
No, no, no. But we're gonna make him like the hero of the whole thing. So,
Oh,
but it's fun. That was not that it was a lot of work, and I don't want to do it again. But writing a narrative from get go and trying to conceptualize it without it copying like Pink Floyd The Wall or Tommy or something like that. It's
right.
difficult, and I don't know. I think we did a pretty good job, but I thought this would be. I don't want to repeat anything we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Just a different way of approaching writing.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of our songs tend to get long, 5, 6, 5, 6 minutes in the world, but these songs so far have been, under 4 minutes and 30 seconds each.
Yeah.
That's also been kind of challenging is to not go, I need to express this riff for the next 3 minutes so people get beat in the head with it. Just do it a couple of times. And if it's a good riff, it'll stick. And
You're
they seem to,
adjusting.
it's cool.
You're adjusting to the attention spans of people anymore, recognizing and realizing that people don't have attention spans to make it through those ones anymore.
But I mean, if something needed to go longer, of course we would do that.
For
Serve
sure.
this always first. But it's been fun. But we're just getting started. We got 3 down in the cover, and then we got a bunch more to go.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
So awesome. Yeah, you guys are like hitting the ground running again then and that's awesome to hear, because obviously your Karen Comes Killing is a beloved band in our area and so it's exciting to see
Yep.
that you guys are still Still creating and still going. So you did say, I think that this is what you said, with the concept albums, it is a little bit more difficult to do the lyrics from song to song because you have to kind of stay within that storyline or whatever.
We used the website though, so in between, so we broke it. I wrote it like a 3-act play.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 acts of it. So there's an intro piece to each act, which kind of
Mm-hmm.
set. And the cool thing about plays is when you read them or you go see them, you have to accept what they're saying immediately. There's no intro to it. Guy, here's what's happening, go. And
Right.
then, cool. So that's the way we approached it with each act. So if you go to the website, you can read the story of the intro to each one. And then that helped tie everything together. So, if you listen to the Who Tommy, he's got some songs in there like 20 seconds long or
Ah.
whatever. The
Oh, well,
bridge,
that first one, Sparks, I think is really short.
yeah. So just the bridge stuff, which is awesome, but I don't know that writing it out in the story form was cool. And that's where we landed on it, but it turned out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So for sure. I mean, you guys are it's that golden buzzer band that you just know that everything you guys come out with is gonna be a banger. So that's why you guys are who you are. That's why everybody comes and sees you guys. Um, so you mentioned Tommy and Pink Floyd The Wall. Is that something that and since you like film so much, is that something that you thought about or would like to do eventually if you could figure out how to do it? Is do like a movie?
Queensryche did Operation Mindcrime, which is concept,
Yeah.
and didn't have the budget to tour with it, so they toured with it later, and they
Mm-hmm.
did the whole thing live from beginning to end. I
Uh,
think maybe revisit it someday, and like it'd be cool if somebody put that on as a play production.
yes.
You know what I mean, or something like that. That'd be cool. But that's just to me that I mean that doesn't seem
That'd be neat.
that'd be awesome.
Give us the budget. Yeah,
But
we'll do it.
No way. I think people around the area would definitely. I mean, you'd have to obviously find someone who would be able to make it look cool, but you just got to find your Karen, and I'm sure you could probably do something with it that
fun.
people would want to be a part of, is what I'm trying to say in a mess of words.
But it's also kind of moving on as well. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, right.
now we're on to something completely different, and
Yeah.
I don't want it to sound like anything we've ever done before, and neither
Mhm.
can anybody else.
The
So
different, I mean, you got different players now, so you're able to do some different things then.
and different approaches, different mindsets, and like Alex plays a piano very very well.
Beautifully,
I mean,
beautifully.
you're supposed to figure out harmonies for stuff, and maybe even incorporate it eventually into the live setting and stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be cool.
We just want
So cool.
and get better at that part of the craft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So do you guys all listen to similar music, or are you all kind of all over the board and that's what helps a little bit with the creativity?
We're kind of all over the board a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say so. You guys are always telling me some new
Yeah.
band I need to check, and I do. It's cool,
Yeah.
but like,
How funny. So they're all telling you some new band when you're the young guy?
He asked me.
yeah,
I'm a huge Soundgarden fan. I think Chris
Uh-huh.
Cornell's never walked the planet, and he
Mhm.
said a couple of Cornell songs I can listen to. I sent him like a 50.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
But
It's like
that's a loaded question.
because I like learning different vocal stuff.
Yeah.
Any chance I get.
he's been doing Steve Perry lately.
Yeah.
And that,
Trying. Oh man.
we learned
Oh my gosh.
to learn Journey songs with him so we can learn more about melody and just not to play him live or whatever, but just to actually learn something from
Yeah.
those guys are amazing.
True.
Yeah.
But
Gonna
yeah,
go, they're supposed to be coming into town. Are you guys gonna go see them?
We talked about that. It's their final tour or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
it's just a bummer that
Yeah,
Steve Perry won't be
Steve
there.
Perry
That's
won't be
Yeah, true. Right, true.
Our players, I think.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know you also had that high of a range, so that's pretty impressive.
Well, it depends. So I don't know. Some of it, it's like a tone thing. I feel like because I could probably hit.
You can
Good
get
amount
up
of the
there
notes.
though, dude. Like
We'll find out. Stay posted on that.
when we
We-
get it, we'll do a Zoom with you and you can tell us what it sounds like.
Yeah, be like, no, actually, don't do that.
I would freaking love that. So I'd be super curious how many octaves you have, Alex.
I don't know. We tried to map it once. It's always at least 3, but
Yeah,
like
it's at least 3.
I feel like I never warm it up right, and then I don't. I need to get with someone who understands how that works because I never counted falsetto because to me that's not powerful enough. I don't know, but
It's pretty.
I can hit those notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He can do whatever he wants.
It's not Steve Perry's
awesome.
range though. That's for sure. That's for dang sure.
Perry
No,
isn't even Steve Perry's range though anymore. That's why he's not there.
Yeah, true. Huh. I need to figure that out. I did it once, but it's at least 3. I just don't know where.
And he's been recording like some solo stuff with piano and what's her name, Darian?
Oh yeah, Darian Renee. Yeah.
Darian Renee. She's a good singer.
That's great. She gave me some lessons too that helped me, figure out a good bass to. You need a good warm up if you're going to do vocals. You need to know like what not to do, and she gave me a lot of that for as far as singing goes. Harsh vocals, I kind of just winged it until it worked.
And see, he knows all like the metalcore bands, so he's turned me on to stuff that's awesome, and we've turned him on to because we're I don't know, what am I like, a couple of months older than you?
Yes, a couple of months.
But I mean, like Faith No More, he hadn't really got into Faith No More, so I turned him on to some Patton stuff, and that guy can do whatever he wants. He's insane. You got to listen to Phantomos. That'll freak you out.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, so much fun. It's a wild ride.
Going to the dentist and drilling, and it's
awesome. That's cool.
That reminds me of, it's at Wayne's World.
Yeah.
And Garth hears that music and that like jazzy music, and he has that dentist flashback.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
no,
that's
kind of when we get to practice. Normally, I'll throw on my phone just on YouTube, whatever mix it is.
You mean Gojira?
Yeah.
Gojira. Everybody loves Gojira. If you don't love Gojira, you're just wrong.
And then just let it run, and then eventually all of us start trying to figure out what's being played through the speakers, and so
we're like, whoa, that's cool. What is that?
It kind of keeps you on your toes, though. It's fun.
Yeah. So you have different like mixes, and I mean, obviously from Soundgarden to Gojira, which are totally not only different timelines but different styles of music. So is it usually just different like playlists that you put on that are around a certain genre or timeline?
More of a song, and then just comes up. There's some cool stuff. This is silly. I love the Bee Gees a lot.
Dude.
I think that they're amazing. So I played him some Bee Gees stuff, but then all of a sudden you get Bee Gees going, then it's Parliament Funkadelic, and then it's Gojira, and then or then it's Journey, or it's some
wild ride.
But it's Marvin Gaye. We were jamming. I was showing him some of that the other day, soul songs, and
oh yeah, those were cool.
But because of the piano things, brought that type of stuff up.
Yeah,
but it's really cool being able to feel like you're becoming a better musician, and you're growing bandmates, and I love him so much. Brother,
very lovable. You guys both are so lovable. That's funny that you bring up the Bee Gees. Like that is weirdly a band that has been brought up in my circle and in a couple interviews just lately. And I'm like, why is the Bee Gees all of a sudden like this like collective conscious band that everybody wants to talk about? What they started in the 70s?
In the 60s, and
in the 60s when they were still doing the rock stuff before they did
none of that.
Right, yeah.
Until the early 70s on like Main Course album, I think, with Jive Talkin' and all that. But before that, with like Massachusetts and To Love Somebody, those are songs like they're kind of 2 careers, really.
Yeah, for sure.
I just think it's with the bands that have siblings in them too. There's something to that, like especially in vocal stuff, or even going Van Halen with Eddie and Alex, and just their telepathy, and
it's like a closeness, and
you can't fake it.
Yeah, they spend so much together, they can really make some difference.
Well, and the voice, they're similar sounding.
Oh yeah, true.
And I don't know. There's something with that.
Yeah.
No, I just love the Beaches. I think they're great.
Strangely,
I grew
or
up listening to him too, but it was yeah, my dad loves the Bee Gees, but he hates disco. And so when they went disco, he was like so mad and so disappointed. He was all, they suck now. They sold out. And then they sold out like in their financial big way where that was the moneymaker.
Oh, like
yeah.
Saturday Night Fever, they had that all those songs written even before they even got offered the movie.
Huh.
Jeez.
Write it for disco stuff. They were just already doing that.
Hmm.
They probably just wanted to move on.
I will defend those cats all day long.
Yeah. They're good. It shouldn't have worked.
No, it's like the Ramones. Ramones shouldn't work either, and they're one of the greatest bands ever.
Which one?
The Ramones.
Oh, the Browns. Yeah, yeah.
That's
They sound terrible, but they're huge and everybody loves them.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that there's a lot was more like probably like the attitude and just uh the vibe, you know?
They were just bombastic and uh, dirty, and the singer was, was he 8 feet tall and you know just had the weirdest voice, and it was great.
Yeah.
But if you sound like them, you sound like them, and that's kind of the goal, I think, right? Is not to sound like necessarily anybody in like Tool. If you sound like Tool, you sound like Tool.
Sure.
Yeah.
No exception. I love those types of Queens of the Stone Age, same way. Soundgarden, same way.
Hmm.
Me anyway.
Yeah.
Faith
No,
No More,
for sure.
try to copy Patton, you're going to sound like Patton, and
Sure.
Yeah.
it's you can't do it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, there's some of those rarities. There's only one of them. Yeah, Chris Cornell's vocals, I don't think I've ever heard anybody else sound even remotely close to him. He definitely had a very special way of,
Yeah,
I think that was a lot of the emotion too. He did have a gift, yeah.
and
Very
power.
soulful,
Like when
Mhm.
stories, watch the stuff he did on Super Unknown, the producer, and that he would blow through mics, like literally blow them out just by doing vocal tracks because he recorded his vocals by himself, vocal or at the board. And he was
Jeez.
$1,000 mics. Like, what is going on? It's like, is his voice?
Yes. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I didn't know that. So what's one or two metalcore bands that Alex says has introduced that you really are digging?
Motionless in White.
Hmm.
Yeah, when
Mm-hmm.
especially they did a bunch of shows on YouTube with the no audience thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are tight, man. Like I really respect them a lot.
And
And
their
then
live shows.
what was that band you went and saw? Fervence?
Oh, Fervence. Yeah.
Fervence?
They're kind of new, but
That
like,
girl is cool.
yeah,
Man.
they crush.
Yeah, I like them. But
I think I've listened to them. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, they came to the Neurolux some time back, and I was like, I'm actually going to leave the house to go see this.
Yeah.
I got to go do it.
rock star for sure.
Oh, yeah, Stevie.
Yeah, she's cool.
Crazy good. It's like, I need to have that kind of energy. The book, too, is finding my on stage energy. I'm working on it.
He's got a main mic stand.
I'm sure, as long as it's
Shocking.
like,
Got shocked on the last show.
No.
not bad, but I was like, I think that just shocked me. And I touched it later and I was like, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that shocked me.
You're like stuttering your lyrics.
Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but I was just kind of like,
it was funny though.
So I avoided it the rest of the night. Some people were like, what were you doing up there? I was like, it shocked me.
My dad a couple of years ago, I don't know why, but he just started building steampunk lamps. So
Cool.
it was funny. They're really cool though, because
Yeah.
he's an engineer. And I was like, you should get a mic stand. So he did. Like this 6 foot tall pipe with lights on it and these switches. It's
With the yellow lights?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It's so cool.
It's cool. And it's gonna fit more what we're going into too with the sci-fi vibe and everything.
Totally.
Yeah. Back up. Like I love that thing. I think I shook it too much.
I think you fidget with the switch.
I think you're right.
And it
well, yeah, I pushed that switch down
Yeah.
inside and
you got shocked.
I got shocked.
And they Almost Famous.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, not too bad though. You got shocked way worse once, right?
I did.
Yeah.
In Utah, the bar had a mic stand made out of a chain link, and somebody had welded it up. And I don't know, I had my hand on my guitar and I grabbed that mic stand. I dropped, white
Oh
it out.
my gosh.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Did your feelings melt?
Once in a while now.
He's still.
Dead fishing on the floor.
I
Do you remember how long it took you to pop back up?
just remember seeing white and then
Oh
people
my gosh.
stood up. I was fine. But yeah,
Sure.
getting shocked, yeah, you're kind of
Ron
done.
was twitching and I saw white, but I was fine.
I'm not touching that again.
Yeah, don't touch that again.
What happens when you get funny electricians in a venue?
Yep.
Hopefully they got rid of it after that.
It's funny. I don't remember what bar that was. That was with I was with Midline down there doing that, but yeah.
Where's the furthest you have traveled with either Midline or Karen Comes Killing?
What's that?
Where's the furthest you have traveled for either Midline or Karen Comes Killing?
Back east, with probably Wisconsin.
I didn't know you guys went that far.
Yeah, we were under a Jaeger sponsorship
Oh,
for a while.
uh-huh.
We did a Jaeger tour and got to play Milwaukee and Minneapolis, which was cool because we got to play Prince's old club called the Odyssey
Oh my
and
gosh.
floor, and it was cool. But no, we Midline toured quite a bit. We especially in the West Coast with California, Colorado,
Mhm.
Oregon, Washington, Montana, Idaho, Utah. We'd go all over the place.
Super cool. I think that's well, obviously it must have been when I had met you, because I met everybody through John Mays and he was doing Paleface at the time, and
Yeah,
they did one of the Jaeger shows too. And I think that's probably where I met Merlin.
yeah, we did one with the drowning pool, and it was
Hmm.
for Dave. Unfortunately, he passed away, but we were at a bar and he goes, "Oh, what do you guys want to drink? And buy a shot." And we're like, Jaeger. And he's like, "I hate that shit." I was like, dude,
With him. Uh, I think I'm allergic to it. Like I haven't drank liquor since before I had Hendrix, but I think I have some kind of allergy to it because the few times that I tried to drink it, I would get violently sick and sometimes like black out. I only tried it like I don't know, like maybe 5 times because you got to make sure.
well,
But
I
I
know,
finally was like, there is something with me in this that don't mix.
well, I know in Europe, or at least it used to be, there was like a derivative, some kind of opiate within it.
Oh, interesting.
People definitely black out, but I've had my nights with it. I don't drink either. I haven't drank for
I drink beers. I just don't drink liquor.
yeah.
I like
I'm a
I drink.
drinker, just not a liquor drinker.
Drinks those caffeine drinks. I don't know. I can't do it.
I have kind of recently chilled out. Yeah, it's like my ticker's gonna get mad in a couple of years.
Die.
I used to. It's just because I don't sleep. So it's
Well,
already.
you're cracking out all these songs all the time. You're like, well, but you do play so like soulfully and beautifully. It's not like you're like
Yeah. I try. I don't know. Mm.
trying to think of what song you were doing the other. Oh, I think it was a Billy Joel song.
Oh yeah, Piano Man.
Yeah,
Trying to
Was
learn.
that what it was?
Yeah, I think that one would be cool. I have. It's funny. I always learn the hardest parts of songs first because I'm like, that part's really cool. I want to learn that, and then the rest of it, I'm like, I'll get to it. Like,
So that's boring.
yeah.
Have you ever tried to learn Madman Across the Water?
Ooh, I haven't. I
I
have to go.
love that song.
there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I learned a lot of video game music. I don't know that
Oh,
stuff.
that's fun.
Burner, burner, burner.
No.
Yeah, music, I know. That Mortal Kombat is about my extent of video game knowledge.
Video game soundtracks are something cool.
Yeah,
What's
like
that
the
Red Sun something.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
that one's cool.
yeah,
Hendrix loves that game. That's the like Western one, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
I
That's
would
pretty
be
good.
terrible. We have like Atari bowling here at our jam pad.
Yeah, see, I could totally get down with some Atari.
Over.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys at the bomb shelter?
What's that?
Are you guys at the bomb shelter? Is that where you guys practice?
No,
What do they call this place? Does it have a
it's
name?
it used to be bomb shelter called Bomb Shelter 2.
That's what I thought.
Oh, off of
Shh.
Orchardish. Oh. I don't know where. Off in Michigan somewhere.
Yeah. It's a
I know where it's at.
Yeah, you know where it's at.
Yeah.
Be up there.
Yes. That's how I know where it's at. Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno. No, I'm just kidding. Daniel and I get along fine. I'm like, okay, we're done.
I was saying earlier too, your son, he's
Mhm.
in, you can tell he loves music. He's getting killer at guitar, and
Yeah.
I can't play like that. He's
You
awesome.
know, you know what's so funny? Okay, so first of all, he wanted to play drums, and I was like, of course, I named my child Hendrix, and he's going to be a drummer. But hey, it's music, that's and we need drummers, so by all means.
Yeah,
Um, but he wanted nothing to do with live music, even though he grew up going to local shows.
sure.
He hated it. It was too loud, and he hated metal for the majority of his life to where I'm like his dad that Scott so well um is also a metalhead guitar player. And so I'm like, how, and we, name him Hendrix, and I'm like, how in the world is this kid that's come from two metalheads, both play guitar, wants nothing to do with any of this? And so I just thought you just gotta accept it. Don't force it. You just got to accept it. And he listened to good music, but it was like he was a really big Beatles fan, and he liked rock. It wasn't like he was going down a dark path, but what we call the dark path, right? But I can't even remember what. Like I took him to a Clutch show
What?
because he kind of started liking Clutch,
Right on.
and that was the concert that turned around the live show experience for him, which is funny because he like never listens to Clutch now. But he loved it. And then Unleash the Archers was his gateway metal band. And now he's showing me stuff that I'm like he's on the whole other side of the spectrum now, just as heavy can get. And it's these weird phases of where I'm like, okay, now that seems more like my kid. And he fell in love with guitar. He started doing lessons with Kyle Shutt quite a while ago, and started getting more into it through him. And then he's been doing lessons with Ro Hayes from 12 Foot Ninja for the last almost 2 years. And
Really?
and Ro has like it has taken him leaps and bounds. So yeah, he
Didn't
loves it now. What's up?
12 Foot Ninja, did they break up?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah,
They're a good band.
they're so good.
Australian, right?
Yeah, so has lessons at Sunday night, and it's Monday afternoon Rose time when they're doing lessons.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then
Australian bands, dude.
a lot.
It's crazy.
And the Bee Gees.
Yeah. They just make down
They
under.
just did, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about them yet.
Did I?
The last 5 minutes.
Noy. How'd I say Noy? No.
Oh, Nar?
Noy.
It's like NAR.
Noy.
Oh, Nar. I have some Australian friends that like through Discord, and
Yeah.
it's funny. You get into calls with them and you're like, dang, that's cool. Like I wish I wasn't so vanilla, dude. Like the Idaho accent is no accent.
I don't know. I think we have a little bit of like a almost hillbilly accent.
But like, how did you just say creek? The
Crick.
Crick
Huge one.
down at the crick.
That's
It's not great. It's not great, especially if you're a vocalist. You gotta catch stuff
Jack
like that.
Grant.
Like, I can't say it like that. They're gonna know.
Karin.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a few of those words that are you can say it one way or the other, but you can definitely tell if you say it the one way that it's coming from
Yeah.
the
Like
mountains. I don't know.
when I would work call centers, people would be like, "You're in Idaho, aren't you?" And I'd be like, "Oh my gosh!"
That's crazy.
Like, how can you tell? You're just boring. It's like, oh, like, wow, you don't want my help, do you?
Yeah, you know what? You're boring.
I know. I was like, geez.
Oh my gosh. So moving forward, you guys have recorded some songs. You guys are going to be recording some more. So I assume you're going to be coming out with a new album then.
We start recording January 22nd with
Jeez.
Brogan at
Oh,
Night
okay.
Out.
Mm-hmm.
He's our dude. He's awesome.
Yeah.
and then we're gonna do get 4 done, and then
Okay.
we'll spring. Hope. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not in control of that, but
Yeah, however
that's
fast it
the plan.
happens. Yeah.
But we're definitely start get at least get the drums done last week of January.
Cool. Okay. And then do you guys have any shows coming up?
No, because the problem with that is when you start rehearsing for shows and you're writing, and you don't rehearse 5 days a week, is that
Mm-hmm.
you put writing to the side.
Mm-hmm.
The holidays and everything, and
Yeah.
yeah, we're concentrating on just getting stuff done, writing first.
Probably like next year ish or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
So are you gonna release a four like EP or are you just gonna do singles?
we're gonna do singles and then probably do all of it as an album at the end of it.
Okay, cool. And then are you guys gonna do it or do you know at this point if you're gonna do any videos for any of them?
Love to.
It'd be
Yeah.
cool. I have
It's priorities on money and budgets and all that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do something because the artist guy we work with, Scott Pencer, he's been sending me some stuff that did all our artwork in the last thing. He's exceptional. Like he did the stuff. He did this is comic book. Vana one, Metallica commissioned him. Like he does a lot of cool art, and he's been getting into like even just the visual teaser or the visualizer stuff.
I saw the one for the Crooked Place. It looked so cool.
Like you at least do that kind of stuff, and then I don't know, try to delve into the video world. But yeah, you know how it is. It's
Yeah.
all day. So
yeah.
and what's going to make us move forward? And right now, that's being creative and getting our songs done.
Yeah.
I learned a lesson like during COVID. You know that what's that country guy Morgan Wallen or whatever?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That dude wrote I don't know how many songs and put them all out, and he had 40 songs like in the top 100 at one time.
Jeez.
He would just kept releasing them, releasing them, releasing them, releasing them. And
Yeah.
you can kind of stay ahead of it by putting out the single, playing the single game.
Yep.
Because you're not shooting yourself in the foot. And here's everything we've been working on for the last 3 years, and nobody listens to it after a week,
Yeah.
or
Yep.
you potentially could not listen to it from the week, or you're taking that shot. But
Mhm.
by doing a single thing, that's
Trying to
just
be
the
the
way it
squeaky
rolls right
wheel.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
and just
Yep.
we'll be up in everybody's grill for the next 2-3 years, starting next spring. So
Yeah.
No, I mean that is the way of the world now. Is the like you said the singles world because people don't very rarely will listen to an album front to back anymore. You know, it's all streaming, and so
I'll,
it's
I'll listen to albums, but buying albums, I'll honestly, the only albums that I will buy all the time is Gojira, Mastodon. You know,
hmm hmm
catches my ear, but I'm not a big consumer either. You know,
yeah,
mostly streaming.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I definitely get it. It seems like a lot of bands are moving more toward that, doing the singles thing until like, there's and it makes sense too because when people are able to, their short attention spans are able to really get into a song and then later get into another song, then when it comes out, you got, five or six that you've released and then you release it on an album, they're already familiar with that five or six, and so then they're more apt to want to listen to the rest of them because they've had time to process all of
Well,
the ones that have come out.
I'm a big Mark Tremonti fan, and Alter Bridge started releasing singles for their new album, which is coming out in this January 26th. They started releasing them like last May.
Yeah,
It's weird. It's so weird. It's
it
like
is weird.
Wolfgang Van Halen did kind of the same thing. Right? He's put out like I don't know 4 or 5 singles, and then his album came out in October. It's interesting to see how people market their situation, but that seems to be the way it goes, at least at this point.
hmm Yep, I agree. I've talked about it a lot with quite a few different bands, and a lot of them are moving more toward to doing the same thing, doing singles and moving into eventual album release. Makes sense.
Yep. So that's what we're gonna do. At least head
I dig it.
salute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys for taking this time with me. I'm super excited to hear. Of course, I'm really excited to hear the Real Thing cover, but I'm really excited to hear these other songs too. They sound like a lot of fun.
I did the keyboard parts I put on guitar, so we'll have to see how that translates.
I think it does pretty
I think
good.
it'd be pretty cool. It's
You
weird.
just need to get a keytar now, and then you can mix them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Friend that plays the keytar in Glyph, and every time I see him on stage, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's the most amazing instrument ever.
The guitar.
They are cool.
Guitar, I love it. You just don't see him very often anymore.
That's
I
funny.
just saw a band. I think it was the Fit for a King show. The org or the synth player. I feel like at one point she brought out a keytar, and I was just like, yes.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
have
know why it tickles me so much.
If I figured it out, I'd do it.
we'll get Alex the guitar.
There you go. Yeah, you'd probably tear it up. Just be careful plugging it in.
Yeah.
Just a little shocking.
Thanks,
Oh my
Nick.
gosh. Yes, thank you guys so much. I super appreciate it. I'm excited, yeah, to hear what you guys have coming down the pipeline, and always excited to see you guys.
Thank you.
For sure. Thanks.
Awesome. Have a enjoyable and hopefully somewhat relaxing rest of your evenings.
We got work to do. We
Yeah,
got
it's
band
practice
practice.
night. So
It can still be relaxing. It's a good part. It's a good thing for your mental health. So
very true. Cool.
awesome. Thank you guys so much. We'll
Bye.
talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.